here are the 7 foods that got me jacked as a teenager. Copy everything I say in this video because I am proof that it has worked. Look at the before and after. I literally ate these 7 foods mainly for like a year straight, and it definitely helped me with gaining muscle. Diet is really important when it comes to muscle. If you're not eating the right diet with the right macros and calorie amounts, you're not going to be gaining as much muscle. It's plain and simple, especially with lacking protein or calories in general. I really like these foods, and I hope that you take into consideration some of these foods and apply it yourself. Let's get into it. We got to talk about, first of all, the factors in choosing the foods and not just like choosing foods just because. So, this is in order, by the way, but first of all, it's the quality. I don't care if it's this type of carb source or that kind of carb source, as long as it's a good quality food that isn't super processed with a bunch of additives, preservatives, stabilizers, thickeners, firming agents, colors, just a bunch of shit, chemicals. You don't want all that. You want fucking foods that are minimally processed. Everything's processed to a degree, pretty much. So just choose things that are very minimally processed. Try to find single ingredient foods. And if you can't, just do something with only a couple or a few, whatever. You don't want like a 10 ingredient chicken breast or something in a can. Like, no. Then after that, I focused on the macros and micros because this could be a great food and all, but if it doesn't have the right macros and micros, it's not going to serve me the best kind of long term. Like, you need a good macro ratio if you want to have the best rate of gains. For most, it would be a high carb diet, having like 0.3 grams of fat per pound of body weight and then 0.8 grams of protein per pound, and then the rest of the carbs. That's kind of like the macro ratio you want. So to make sure the foods that you do have, you focus on the macros and you get in a range that works. You don't have to track every single meal every day. You track something a little bit in the beginning, and then once you track enough, you get an idea, and then the macros and micros will fit in from there. Next is cost. It's important, man. Get something that's actually going to be still good for you, but is cheap. Buy it, tip right here, especially with like grains and carb sources. Buy it in bulk. That's going to save you money. Instead of buying these little packets of, rice or oatmeal, like these little packages, get it in bulk. Go to your local wholesale and get the biggest thing you can. I can get like a big thing of oatmeal, 5-pound bag for like $12, $13, quicker roads, simple. It lasts me like a month or two if I do a bowl every day of oatmeal. If I don't do a bowl every day, it's going to probably be more like 2 to 3 months. So it's really good. Next, it's convenience. You have a great food with great macros and micros and cheap, but if it's going to take a long time to prepare, or if it's something that just doesn't fit into your kind of schedule, it might not be the best for you. So make sure it's something that kind of fits with your schedule. Next is digestibility. This is more of an individualized thing. I can't tell you that this one food is going to be acting this way for all of y'all. For people, it's different. Some people tolerate dairy better than others. Some people tolerate peanuts and stuff like that better than others. Some people even handle carbs better than others. So you got to really play around with your body. That's the whole point of this fitness journey in general. Like, it's not just about gaining muscle. It's also about like an optimal diet for you, for just not only muscle, but like overall health and longevity. So that's really important. Like for me, oats don't digest that well. So that's why I stopped eating oats. But it's on this list of the 7 foods that got me jacked because that's what I was doing during my fitness journey. I'm not going to lie and be like, oh, this didn't help me because I don't like it now. Like, no, I might not like it as much now, but if I was eating it during that journey, I'm going to include it. It played a part. So lastly, it's taste. It's fucking self-explanatory. I don't give a fuck how good the food it is. If it doesn't taste good, if your human instinct doesn't crave it, don't have it, right? I feel like humans should eat based off their instinct. You don't want to crave hyper palatable, ultra processed foods. Go off your cravings. Eat stuff that tastes good, that's healthy. If you don't like beef liver, don't eat it. Still try to get the beef though. So there are plenty of more foods that will get you jacked. That's a disclaimer, right? These 7 foods aren't the only 7 foods in the world, but these 7 foods are the main ones for me and probably the main ones for a lot of other people, right? These are just what work for me. So yeah, that's a new pyramid. Spoiler alert, most of the foods on here are actually going to be like on the left side of this pyramid. So let's get into the first food, right? Number 1, whole eggs. This is like the most popular breakfast item. It's the main fat source in my diet. It was animal-based. If you're going to have limited fat in your diet, which I recommend you have like lower fat because you want to have the rest of the carbs. So if you're more limited with your fat intake, make those count. And what I mean by make those count is make them from animal products because they're the most nutrient-dense type of foods. What do you think is going to give you more nutrients? A fucking, thing of nuts or seeds or even avocados or an actual thing of eggs. They both contain fat, but one's more nutrient dense and animal based. So eggs fit my thing the best. Next, it's also a great clean protein source. It's single ingredient. It's going to digest good for a lot of people, and it has some protein. It's not a lot of protein, but there's protein. So hopefully it will keep you somewhat full. I know for me it's not the most filling, so that's why I'd have to pair like a potato or something with it, a couple other things, just to kind of stay satiated. And then with the eggs as well, this is like the thing you cannot pass up on the most. It's a micronutrient powerhouse, bro. It's like top 3, top 5 most nutrient dense foods of all fucking time. You can't pass these up. If you kind of pass these up, you're gonna be probably lacking more micronutrients, especially if you're not eating beef or some sort of like other animal products. And it's gonna start to show. That's why vegans, they look a little malnourished, like Brian Johnson. They got like, they're a little pale, they got like the eye area is kind of like a little more sunken in and sick looking. You don't want that. And because these eggs are like fatty, they're best eaten outside the training window. Just to let you know, right, as a little side tip. Don't eat eggs, for a pre-workout meal with whatever carb. Like, even if you have carbs, if you pair that carb with an egg, with eggs or whatever, the pre-workout meal is just not the same. It's tarnished a little bit. And then, really, most importantly, is the price. You like, I can't believe it. At my local wholesale, you can get 60 eggs for only $8. $8. So, and I eat 6 eggs every morning. So that means that in 10 days, that lasts me a week and a half for only 8 fucking bucks. On average, that means it's like below $1 a day for eating these eggs. 6 eggs. It's crazy. I'm on a lean bulk, so I'm eating 6 eggs. But on my cut, a couple months ago, like my mini cut, I was eating about like 4 eggs instead. They digest good for me, and it's simple to make. I just put them on a griddle myself. I don't put it in a pan like a lot of y'all. I just use a griddle. Salt makes it a lot better too, and it helps with electrolytes. It's so tasty with it. Can't go wrong. No reason not to have salt. Don't be scared of sodium. Next off, we have canned tuna. This is also another protein source, but this isn't fatty at all. This is like your main protein source because this has the most protein out of anything on this entire list. So you have the eggs for the fats, but if you want the protein, the canned tuna is the way to go. The picture is actually the exact brand I get, and the same style and everything. It might have one ingredient that's kind of like a iffy one, but it's not going to really do enough because it's moderately processed. I think the canned tuna, or even minimally so. So it's really a tool for getting like 60 grams of protein because these cans have like 60 grams. It's insane. They're also known for the omega-3 content and selenium. Can't go wrong with that. Omega-3 is a lot of people lack. So you combine the eggs, the tuna, and even if you have the money, you can get in a supplement and you'll definitely be good to go. I don't really want to use money on supplements at the moment, so I don't get that. I'm trying to get at least enough or a little bit through my diet. I've actually stopped all supplements. I don't even do creatine anymore. I'm testing things out. I'm going to just make a little video on like new change I've made to my lifestyle and diet. Stay tuned for that. But they're also very convenient too. That's the biggest thing. Like, no one can lie with this. Everyone has to admit that with canned goods, they're really convenient. Most canned goods are trash, but tuna is one that you can't pass up because it's still pretty minimally processed. You open the can, you eat out of it if you're a maniac, or if you're just like, cool like that, and then you throw the can away. That's it. Easy. For the price, it's about $4 for that specific kind right there, 9 ounces. Very worth it because you get a lot of protein, you get some nutrients, and it's still $4 for one, source of protein for that day. It's not like, fast food where you're paying like 10, 15 bucks for a little stupid meal with not nearly the amount of protein and nutrients. It's just like a no-brainer. The only problem is that it's not that tasty, but you can mix stuff with it. So it's not the end of the world. Like, I've tried a couple different things. Back in the day, I would like put a pickle in it. I would mix Greek yogurt and mustard sauce in the tuna, and it would be really good. Now I've been recently just eating it plain from the can because I'm kind of like trying to save time so I can do content. But then yesterday, I literally tried a tuna melt. All I did was put tuna in the bowl, put 2 slices of like cheddar cheese on it, and just add 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. I know it's ultra processed, but that's what my dad eats, and one's not going to hurt me, okay? Warm that shit up, and it tasted really fucking good. Cheesy tuna, man. It's like a whole different vibe. It's like warm and stuff. It's not the same as like your classic tuna. So yes, I eat this every day, and I'm aware of the mercury levels, but do I give a flying fuck? No, bro. I feel the same every day, And if I get fucked up from it, whatever. Like, it's a canned good. It shouldn't be enough mercury, hopefully, to fuck me up. We'll see though. It gets me to my goal in the quickest, most efficient manner, which is like a protein. So that's what matters more. Whatever happens, happens. There's a lot of shit that doctors or people say that's harmful, but is it really all that harmful? Is there a lot of scientific evidence to support it? I don't know. We'll see. I guess the guinea pig here. Next off, thirdly, we got non-fat plain Greek yogurt, baby. You have fucking eggs and tuna already for protein, but then this is like more of that side protein source that kind of is like you get with mixing it with other foods. You still get like protein and stuff on the side. It's like really the cleanest protein source I can think of, bro. It's literally Greek yogurt. It actually has micros too. Like it's known for the calcium, potassium, B vitamins, antioxidants, and more. Very known for improving gut health and microbiome because of probiotics. So if you want to improve your gut health, which will actually improve acne, chuck some Greek yogurt. Yogurt bowls will help a lot. Usually, like for a lot of people, this digests awesome. Like for me, Greek yogurt, it's like flawless digestion. And the biggest thing actually is that it's super versatile. You might not think at first that it's that important, but it really is because the more that you can put in with different stuff, the more enjoyable the thing will be. Like enjoyability matters. If you're able to mix in with a bunch of different stuff, like oatmeal yogurt, like having a yogurt bowl, putting in tuna, doing whatever, it's just gonna really make you like the item itself a lot more. It's gonna make you keep buying it, which means you're getting protein with everything. So next $5 for 40 ounces. This is from the wholesale again. Pretty decent, bro. Because like one of these 40-ounce buckets of yogurt lasts me like 3 days, which isn't a lot because I go through Greek yogurt a lot. But hey, it's worth it to me if you can stick with non-fat, because your fat should already be covered with like the eggs and cheese and other like stuff. So maybe some salmon or seafood. That's not on the list, but because I don't have the money. But stick with non-fat. You don't want to be having your oatmeal with fatty Greek yogurt for a pre-workout. It's just a lot simpler to do non-fat. For the versatility of protein alone, you should have this in your diet, bro. Like it's so versatile. It's so like clean of a protein source. Can't go wrong. Can't go fucking wrong. Fourth, we got potatoes, sweet potatoes. So now we're like into the carb sources here of the, slideshow. These are literally healthiest carbs ever because they're the most micronutrient dense. They have a lot of like vitamins, antioxidants, magnesium. Like, come on now. And they're also like the best carb for cutting. This is why a lot of bodybuilders, when they're on their cut, they don't eat as much rice because it's more calorically dense and it's not satiating. They choose potatoes instead. So their pairing would be like beef and potato instead of like beef and rice. Like that's the combo they would go for instead. And I don't blame them because of the fiber and volume content alone, like all the water and stuff, all the water content can't go wrong. It really fills you up for low calories. One medium potato is around like 120, 150 calories. And that shit lasts a little bit to eat too. And especially when it's hot, like, you're going to take your time with it. It's going to feel satisfying. And it's only 150 calories, let's say. Whereas you could achieve 150 calories and 2 tablespoons of fucking peanut butter, bro. Like, come on. We know what you should be eating instead here. Now, they're cheap as well. It depends on, like, how you weigh it and stuff, but it's pretty cheap, especially when I go to my local grocery store. So they're also easily digestible, too. Both of these things are easily digestible to me. Even with the fiber and this and that, they just feel really good. I mean, I could make this kind of my pre-workout in itself, but I think I like my rice and stuff better because it's a little quicker digesting. But these are still really good too. Better for like outside of the training window, this carb source, but they're also like the best carb for the cutting phases. I'm telling you, if these aren't in your diet, you're missing out. They also taste fucking good too, especially sweet potatoes, bro. Like you put some honey on that shit, you have some Greek yogurt on the side, to kind of have it for the coolness. Oh man, can't go wrong. It's super sweet. And potatoes, like if you want the potatoes to be really good, like here's a cheat code. Just put salt on that shit. Salt and pepper even. It literally tastes similar to a McDonald's fry. These pictures here are actually all from me. Like every single picture you're seeing are from me. I've actually been eating these foods, bro. Fifth now is, of course, white rice. We talked about this like literally a minute or two ago. It's like the number one gym bro carb. Even though potatoes and sweet potatoes are like healthier, technically, this is more of like that gym bro, easy, accessible carb source because it's the most like cleanest and cheapest, I think, and it's also the most digestible. Like yes, potatoes and sweet potatoes digest really, really good, but these just something about it. It's like the cleanest thing possible. There's zero fiber, there's zero just anything else, besides straight carbs. So that's why bodybuilders really rely on it. Some people might not like the taste though, but hey, I like the taste in itself a lot. Might depend on the type of rice you get, but I'm just built different, I guess. Add salt to it, especially if you're using it as a pre-workout meal. Add some salt, it'll help with the pumps, make it taste a little better. That's what I do. Only for the pre-workout meal though. Like when I would have rice post-workout, I wouldn't use the salt. It's quick to make. Put it in a rice pot. It's very cheap as well. I literally like get these huge bags from like a supermarket and they last so damn long. Also pretty versatile. Pair with any meat source, kind of like that's what the bodybuilders do. But the only problem is that it's not the best for cutting. But it's not the biggest deal. Just for that temporary amount of time you're cutting, you could just swap the rice for like more potatoes and having more oats and stuff. So that's that. But it's every lifter's best friend for a reason. I literally could eat this on its own for 24/7. That's what I've been doing sometimes. Usually I'd pair it with something, but I could have it on its own. That's what I've been doing for my pre-workout meals because I have rice twice a day. Like I have two big bowls, one of them before my workout, one after. I don't eat oats anymore, so I kind of have more rice now and potatoes to make up for it as a replacement. I eat this shit on its own for pre-workout, literally. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. White jasmine rice I get. Sixth, it is oatmeal. Just talked about it. We're getting even deeper into the carb sources here. It's a very satiating carb, kind of like potatoes. It has fiber and it has water content. This is a better carb source for like longer endurance sessions. Like if you're doing a run, just longer gym sessions in general, more sustained energy. This is your friend. Still has micros, iron, magnesium, phosphorus. Not as much as like sweet potatoes and eggs, of course, and shit, but it's still pretty important in your diet. Very, very versatile too. You could mix so much shit with this. You could have like chocolate chips. You could have a bunch of marshmallows in here. You could have Greek yogurt, or you could have it fruitier, granola style. You can put honey, maple syrup. There's so much shit. It's literally the most tastiest, I think, fucking carb source. Like at the bottom, you see that it's a godsend for curing sweet cravings. I put because that's what it was for me. It's like a sweet craving. I don't eat oatmeal anymore, but I did for the entire journey so far up to this point. It was literally the tastiest meal each day for me. Literally, it's cheap as well, as I said earlier. $13 for like 10 pounds. I think I said 5 pounds earlier in the video. It's actually 10 pounds of oats I get for $13. Really good for cutting because of fiber. But the only thing is that it can cause bloat for certain sensitive individuals. That's why I stopped eating it myself because it caused a little bloat. I can't lie. No matter how I prepped it, and it gave me a lot of gas too. Later, like it would always be this thing where like I eat the oatmeal and then 5 hours. It was always like around 5 hours later. That's when I would start farting like a motherfucker. The timing, like I just got it down pat. Like I just knew my body. It was always 5 hours after eating it. I don't know why, but I stopped eating it now. Tastiest meal each day though. I still somewhat miss it, but I'm doing good without it right now. Last food is just bananas, bro. Another carb source. It's the best fruit by far for getting jacked. Might not be the most healthy, like nutrient dense fruit. Okay, whatever. But for gym rats like me, it's the best fucking fruit by far. The biggest reason is that they have the best convenience out of fucking any food on this list. The canned tuna is really convenient. You open the can, you eat it from the can and then you throw the can away. But this is literally a thing where you can just bring it on like a road trip, bro. You can just bring it fucking anywhere you go. Just peel the banana, fucking eat that shit, throw the peel away. Fucking easy. It's like a snack. It's very fast digesting too. Really, really good for pre-workout. And that's really the main way you should be using them. You can still have like a banana or so after the workout too for fast glycogen replenishment, but they're really the best for pre-workout, I think, because the way it breaks down, it's really quick. You'll have the sugar, boom, da boom. Micros has potassium, vitamin D's, pretty good there. Very, very easily digestible. This and rice, bro, they're like the easiest digesting fucking carb sources, I think. And they're versatile, of course. You put the bananas in, you can slice them and put them in yogurt bowls, oatmeal bowls, in fucking smoothies, have them on its own. I mean, come on, man. You cannot go wrong with these motherfuckers. The portability, I swear, the portability and just the fact that it's so quick of a carb source alone make this a big staple in the gym world. I have eaten these my whole life, even before I started a gym, and I've never complained. Literally. Even before the gym, I fucking ate this shit. But now that I'm into the gym, now it's like I'm eating like 3 bananas a day on my bulk so far. So this is like the recap. First food was eggs, then it was canned tuna. Non-fat plain Greek yogurt, potatoes, sweet potatoes, white rice, oatmeal, and bananas. Couldn't be more happy with the 7 foods I picked. Now, obviously, this isn't like the top 7 most healthiest foods and or nutrient-dense foods, because like otherwise, like beef liver, salmon would be on there, and grass-fed ground beef. No, this is just what I eat for my gains. And I, even though it's not like the healthiest thing in the world, like, oh, I'm not eating beef liver, heart, salmon, it still got me great results. Like, look at that back right there. I don't mean to glaze myself. I don't usually do that too much, but that bag looks really good, aesthetic. This was me on my cut a couple months ago. It was really like poking through. I'm in the middle of getting excited now on this bulk, but next spring when I cut, man, I'm gonna mug that photo. Watch. Just know that after all this that I've talked about, each food really serves an important role. I don't care like what bias you have towards certain foods. They each really serve an important purpose. Okay. Then another big tip is keeping the diet simple. You can mix and match the different foods, whatever. It doesn't have to be just 7 or just 5 or 8 or 9 foods. You could have like 10, but like keep it simple so you know what you're doing. You know how to structure meals, the macros, the micros, everything like that. Once you track enough, you know what's up. Make sure it fits your goals. Obviously, like having like the good macro ratios and having enough micronutrients met. You don't want to be deficient in micronutrients. And then lastly, just keep the quality as high as can be for the cheapest. I know y'all ain't rich, so prioritize cheap foods that are still minimally processed. Can't complain. Less bloating, less sluggishness, less bad gut health. Can't go wrong. Those are all the foods that I ate to get me fucking jacked like this. Look at the difference. Just copy what I did, and you will not have a problem. You don't even have to think about it. It will just be automatic, okay? Trust me. And if you want to learn my exact meal plan for how I bulked during this process for a lot of it, check it out. It will really help you put things into perspective. Now, see ya.